EITMonline.com.
Hello, good morning.
And how are you, sir?
Well, I tell you, I'm better than good, better than most this morning. How about yourself?
We are holding our annual Easter keg hunt, so I doubt you're doing better than me.
Well, I'm definitely doing better than you today. I woke up and I'm in my right mind. I know where I am, and I know what I'm doing today. There's many days it wasn't like that. So what can I do for you this morning?
Well, that's it. You know what? I was saying I guess I don't even remember what day it was. I guess it's what's today? Friday. So Wednesday. I heard you on with John Riggins.
Yes.
And I'll be completely honest with you, Dexter. I was hearing you guys were filling out the brackets.
That's correct.
And at one point somebody said, "Hey, Dexter, do you have any upsets in the first round?" And you were a little unclear as to what that meant. And they said, "Well, do you have any of the higher seeds beating any of the lower seeds?"
That's correct.
And you were a little confused as to what that meant. I was a little bit shocked as somebody that grew up in the world of sports, not just being confused by underdog versus favorite.
No, I wasn't confused. I think it was more about the brackets.
Oh, the brackets had thrown you off.
The brackets that, I think it was talking about the East and the West and which bracket do I see would upset a higher bracket.
Because I'll tell you, you made me laugh.
Okay.
I sat through it, and by the way, I know you picked George Mason. They lost last night.
Okay, well, that just show you how much I know about basketball.
Well, I believe you had them in American meeting in the Sweet 16, and that probably wasn't going to happen.
I don't think it would. But, I'm just showing loyalty toward our local institutions here, and pretty much that's what it's all about. They were the Cinderella team a couple of years ago, and I'm always pulling for the local institutions in this area, and it may not have been the most smartest thing to do, but I did anyway. I went on against my better judgment.
Yeah, no, and listen, that's right. By the way, I didn't make it through your entire bracket pick. Did you pick Georgetown?
Well, I feel like Georgetown. I think Georgetown and probably North Carolina going to probably wind up in the Final Four. I don't know who's going to go eventually to the Final Four. Who's going to win it all? But if I was a betting guy, I would go with North Carolina.
Were you ever a betting guy? Was that ever one of your vices, Dexter?
I never was a gambling sort of guy.
Oh, well, why waste money on gambling?
I didn't roll the dice. I'm not like Art Schleister. Art Schleister would roll the dice.
I like Dexter Manley looks down on Art Schleister.
Yeah, but what else can I do for you?
Well, no, the other thing that, and I heard you say when there was the confusion over the bracket thing, I heard you mention that, and I mean, I guess I've always known this about you, is that you had mentioned that you are a functional illiterate?
No, I said that I was illiterate at one time.
Right.
Yeah, but I've outgrown that. I've reformed myself. So I'm building a better bridge for all Americans across on that bridge. Because when I stand on the bridge and say that I was formerly illiterate, and now I've improved myself, that gives someone else an opportunity to say, if he could do it, I can too. That's what makes America so great. So
since then, you've gone on and learned how to read and write?
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't be out here in the workforce in the mainstream of society if you don't do that. See, you feel lost if you don't sort of get a higher education, and I went to the finest institution in here, but at the same time, it was for a lot of different reasons. Athletic was a big part of it, and but today it's just not like that anymore.
Hey, but Dexter, here's what I don't understand. I know you grew up in Houston.
Yeah. How do you know that?
Because
are you just going on hearsay?
No, because I grew up in Houston also.
Oh, what part of Houston did you grow up in?
I went to Alief Elsick High School.
Elsick?
Yes.
Oh, that's out by Highway 6 somewhere?
Bingo, yeah. Just out Highway 6 and Bel Air and Westheimer.
I saw a lot of little freaky-looking people. I call them freaky-looking. That was probably, I think that push started out probably in the 70s or something. Oh,
I don't know, but I didn't get there till later. And I know you went to Yates High School.
I went to a predominantly great high school.
No, Yates, and I was explaining yesterday, Yates High School. And just so that people understand how big high school football is in Houston, when Yates would play a game, they didn't play at their high school. They played at the Astrodome, and right. I mean, we get 40,000 plus. Yeah, and if it were like the playoffs, you would do 65, 70,000 people inside the Astrodome for a game.
All day long, that's right.
But
and don't let us play like Madison or like what's that quarterback in Tennessee?
Art Schlichter?
No, not Art Schlichter.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, the quarterback in Tennessee went to Texas. The black quarterback. He's from Madison.
I don't see color.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
Vince Young? Vince Young?
Vince Young. He's from and when Yanks played Madison, the Astrodome is full.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, you went to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State, sorry.
Oklahoma State.
Which is also a very big college football program.
Yeah.
But you know what, Dexter, and here's what I want you to explain to me if you can.
Yeah.
How do you go through high school and then 4 years of college unable to read?
Well, because it's not on the front issue. It wasn't an issue that it was an issue that I didn't sort of acquire. I was learning at a slow rate, and so I just didn't master the chemistry at the time. But it is what it is. It's probably that way today, but who knows? That's what makes America so great.
But Dexter, were you passed through because you were such a gifted athlete?
Well, no, it's because I never missed a day of school. I've always went to school.
Right.
It wasn't because that. Probably a lot of that was probably because I was a gifted athlete, but more importantly, I never cut a day of school. And when I was in school, I hardly ever missed school, ever.
Now, hold on. You never missed a day of school, and when you were in school, you hardly ever missed a day of school.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
No, that's what you just said.
I think you misquoted me. Pull the tape.
I just don't understand how you could go through 4 years of college and not. And by the way, I'm not putting you down.
Oh well, I know you're not.
I'm just trying to understand it. It just doesn't seem. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Well, what do you understand? What do you understand about America? Yeah, I mean, there's the haves and the have-nots. Do you understand that? A
4-year free education sounds like the haves to me.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't free. I did a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Right.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying that to me is a have. I'm not taking away your physical ability.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
But a free ride to college, I would put you in the haves.
Well, but still, America is about the haves and the have-nots. You say what you don't understand, how someone can go to college and couldn't read and write.
I really don't.
Yeah. Well, just keep living. A lot of things going in this great country that we live in that. There's always a situation that occurs that, you got the underdogs and you have people that's born in privilege. So when you grow up in my community, you just don't learn at a certain rate. So therefore, it's overlooked, disenfranchised, and you just roll the dice. And so a person like me, you just put on the Boy George makeup and you go through life. And then eventually, you decide that you're going to take the mask off. And you're going to do something about it. And that's what we all must do in society. Because we all wear masks to disguise our real self. See, you got a mask on hosting your show right now. You got a mask on.
How would you take tests in college?
Well, I take the test.
But, I mean, I'm just trying to understand. If you can't read the test, how could you take it?
Well, you take the test. You just take the test. It's those 5 senses that we have. You take the test.
So you'd smell the test?
Huh?
You'd smell the test?
That's one of the tests. If that's part of the criteria, you smell the test. Yeah, whatever you need to do to pass, you do it. See, I just told you we wear the makeup.
Okay, I'll give that to you. When did you learn to read and write?